The article used for this segment is, "This 102-year-old woman got her doctorate 77 years after Nazis wouldn't let her even take the test." Boom! From Upworthy by Lori White, and I'll throw in a few words of my own. In the 1930s, none of this seemed possible. But here we are. Ingeborg Rappaport escaped two oppressive government regimes. One was McCarthy-era USA, got a ton of education, reduced the infant mortality rate in a huge Western country, Germany, became Earth's first neonatal professor, and raised a Harvard professor and 3 other kids. But she wasn't done. It was time to stick it to the Nazis. How? By finishing the degree from the University of Hamburg that the Nazi regime denied her when she was 25. At the age of 102, and not an honorary one. No. It's its actual doctorate she was denied in 1937 because her mom was of Jewish descent. She'd done everything she needed to do to get a medical doctorate. She just had to defend her thesis on diphtheria, a leading cause of infant death in Germany in 1937, when she was originally set to graduate. But, according to Nuremberg laws passed in 1935, she wasn't allowed to do her oral exam. Fast forward 77 butt-kicking years later, and Ingeborg was going to defend her doctoral thesis. We're talking thesis on diphtheria, and not 1937 diphtheria, modern diphtheria. Yes. She would have to be completely adept, and she would be graded on the normal University of Hamburg scale for defending a doctoral thesis in 2015. Very serious and very hard. One extra problem. Ingeborg can't see very well anymore. She can only read normal text, and she cannot use a computer. But she didn't worry, because she had friends. She had been living in Berlin after leaving McCarthy-era America in the 50s. She'd had an amazing medical career, but it was time to form a study group. Her study group studied up for her. They researched, read, and studied modern diphtheria, and called her up to recite all their new diphtheria knowledge. Her study group of friends gave her all the details she needed. After all, she did have a head start, big time, as one of the top neonatal doctors in Germany. But at 102, when you have a doctoral thesis to defend, you gotta have friends. And she passed. It was about the principle. I didn't want to defend my thesis for my own sake. After all, at the age of 102, all this wasn't really easy for me. I did it with the victims of the Nazis. Boom! First off, God bless you, Miss Rappaport. Congratulations. My hat's off to you. I mean, 102 and getting your doctorate, just wow. And you sure raised an amazing family. And difficult vision and not being able to use a computer and still pulling this momentous achievement off, wow, just wow. This is just inspirational. You have proved that you are never too old to get your degree. Hats off.